It's no wonder why fantasy mangas are so popular among the most comic readers. There are a ton of fantasy manga titles out there for those of you that already have a clear understanding of what fantasy manga is. In this video, we will feature 10 titles that are way underrated and haven't been covered yet. It must be said though, the best way to enjoy a good story is through reading the manga directly from the source. So please do so if you have any of these titles not read yet. Here are 10 of the best fantasy mangas you haven't read yet. Number 10. Fight Like a Girl. Troy Key was a young MMA world champion crowned the strongest man in the world after a career-defining match. But his reign abruptly ends after he saves the life of troubled high school student Tori Hee as she accidentally falls from a rooftop balcony. When Troy wakes up, he finds that he died, and his soul has transferred into Tori's body. Now the world's strongest fighter must face his greatest battle yet, being a female fighter in high school. If you want to read something new or any kind of manga that you haven't read before, then this is it. Number 9. Best of Luck, Warrior. The art is nice and the story is nice as well. Unique story though. The characters are mature and competent. A powerful and cool but not exaggeratedly cold female boss is so rare to find in webtoons. After a great hero sacrifices himself to defeat the nefarious demon lord, an angel grants his wish to be reborn with his memories intact. Now known as Hero Bake, he puts his memories to use and writes a web novel depicting the story of his past life. In time, he lands a job at an entertainment company working for the genius and intimidating CEO, Yoon-hwa Do. Unbeknownst to Hero, his new boss is none other than the reincarnation of the Demon Lord! Whoa, now that is a twist, you gotta watch it. Number 8. The God of Pro Wrestling. No, it's not Hulk Hogan. I think this is a very interesting manga, honestly. Really good art style and the characters were amazing. Junho Kim, he loved pro wrestling more than anyone else, but he couldn't escape the racial standards. After his meaningless retirement while working as a construction worker, he got caught up in an unexpected accident. And after he opened his eyes, he returned to the day before his WWF entrance exam. This time I won't end as a villain, King Fury, with 0.7% success rate. He returned to his 20s body with all the knowledge he's worked so hard for and the information about the future. He will not repeat his history of being a jobber, the expert at losing. He will rewrite the history of pro wrestling together with the wrestling that will take over the era in the future. To be the icon. Number 7. Medical Return. The story is good and the idea is also good. The character comes back to his younger self after having a miserable life. It's a chance to start all over, right? Good read. So far I think it's a very interesting manga. Honestly, it's got really good art style too and the characters were amazing. Kim Ji-yoon, who lived his life as a disreputable surgeon, gains a second chance to relive his life. He then goes back to his middle school days and live his life to the fullest unlike before. He studies non-stop. His goal is to become a dermatologist who makes lots of money instead of the poor surgeon he was from the previous life. Number 6. He's a supporting character, but I love him anyway. Our MC is Kim Gun-ja, who is deeply immersed in the supporting character of a novel soon to face a miserable ending. One day, our MC was involved in a car accident. When he opened his eyes, he found himself inside of a novel. It's a shocking, but he couldn't believe that he met the supporting character whom he loved dearly, Kyle. Meeting him, he couldn't help but dance from happiness. So much of it, of course. Proud of my sincerity and healthy body, he decided to make Kyle happy. But for some reason, he could hear all the bad feelings towards Kyle. What a useless telepathy. Kim Gun-ja, who lives with an excited heart thinking about Kyle again today. If he can be my, Kyle's thingy, if he can be by Kyle's side, I can do all kinds of work. Overall, it's a really fun read. Number 5. Promised Orchid. Well, the story is mediocre and, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty mediocre. Which revolves around ghosts, Spectre, and the MC who has the ability to see them with his specs. So he was different from normal human beings. The MC shifted from an apartment to a cheap haunted house, which is really an old one, with some other reasons also. Then he met the female MC in an ancient temple who is a specter. Then their specter thingy began, and their adventure started with some specters, of course, and the art of this manga is really good, and the way it portrays the horror elements is pretty nice. The art of the manga is attractive, but as you move ahead, the characters fall out of plot, especially the MC, who was too naive with unrealistic ideals. Got more and more dumber as the story progressed. But anyway, he's not that useless. I mean, I definitely recommend this kind of manga. You gotta try this one though. Number 4, The Demon King Diaries. This is honestly a really interesting and a very good manga. The storyline is so unique. Newly released from the shackles of college applications, Hanra-san is determined to do the one thing only. Have a great time. Alas, her much anticipated bliss is disrupted when, on her birthday, she suddenly gets whisked away to a fantasy world. Not only does she have to adjust to her newfound surroundings, but she also has to deal with the information that she is actually the Demon King incarnate. With no way home back, San has to do what anyone who's had their whole world turned upside down needs to do. Go defeat fiends. Go train in dungeons. Become the Demon King that everyone expects her to be. Really? How hard could it be? Ah! Number 3. The strongest characters in the world are obsessed with me. The concept is unique and the story is exciting. One day, when she was 13 years old, while chewing bread as a snack, Dahlia Pesteros suddenly remembered her past life. This is an improvised otome game world where the main characters go crazy. Yeah, that's how this works. And she was born as a sister of the worst villain in the future. There's no solution at this rate. The family will be exterminated and I will be thrown away. So no matter what, I must get out of this thingy, and I must get my family out of this as soon as possible. Now that's like this. I need to lower their guard and run away, in order to get rid of the relatives who aim for the family and sly emperor. It's better to be in good favor with the brother, right? I want to dance with Dahlia. What's the problem? I'm sorry, but my sister is shy. Dahlia said I was her favorite. Somehow, it's not only my brother that I tamed, but all the strongest characters in this world are obsessed with me. Number 2, Player Reborn. The story is different from all the other mangas. Jia was betrayed by one of his own teammates in his virtual reality game, King of Gamers, and lost his qualification. However, in his final moments before being removed from the game, he was transported back 1 year earlier to the day that King of Gamers launched. Already a master of the game and possessing in-depth knowledge of the content of the game, Jia orchestrates his return to the King of Gamers, to not only to punish the traitorous teammate, but also achieve victory. Number 1, The Lady and the Beast. Following a life of bloodshed and heartbreak, the great Empress Martina is reborn as Astina, the genius daughter of a humble count. But her peaceful world is shattered when bankruptcy forces her father to marry her off to a dangerous archduke, Atalanta. All of high society knows him as Tyria the Beast because of a family curse that turned him into a wild monster. Luckily, even the deadly beast of Atlanta is no match for the former empress's mighty sword. Yeah, that's how it works. Everyone is shocked when the... Whoa! The new Archduchess tames her husband all too easily and takes over as the family head? Whoa! No one's more surprised than Astina. However, when her casual kiss returns Tyria to his human form, not only does he resemble her past life lover, but he has no memory of her from his wolf days. Despite these awkward circumstances, can the new power couple join hands to rule over the Archduchy? If you're into Josai, this might work for you. That's all for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then give this video a like and share it with your friends and your family, and also subscribe for more Top 10. Stay safe and take care. My name is Zeta Khan, and I am the voice of the voiceless. See you next time.